Lights, camera, action.
In a studio where local filmmakers talk to other filmmakers about the inside world of film.
Cut.
That's not the script. It. We'll fix it in post. Do you wonder how films are produced and what really goes on behind the scenes? Well, stand by. Filmmakers Kevin Munfrey, Victoria V.A. Jones, and Carson Hype Ferguson explain all the details. Right here on It. We Will Fix It in Post podcast.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Whenever you're listening, I thank you for doing so. I am Kevin Mumphrey, and this is once again, It. We'll Fix It in Post. I'm here with my colleagues, Carson Hype Ferguson and Victoria V.A. Jones.
What's going on?
Now, do you have any Mike Tyson fans in there?
Yeah, big.
I mean,
big.
at a
The baddest
certain
man on
point.
the planet. The baddest man on
at
the
a
planet.
certain point,
Yeah, he was the baddest man on the
So-
planet.
that's cool.
And now, like you see how he kind of like went through his whole transformation. Now he could be giving like Lil Boosie good advice.
He's a changed
I don't know
man.
if
That's
I
a
go
good
little
thing.
bootsy wise, but I see where you're going.
Yeah, but I'm like if you listen to that talk, you would have never imagined in your life that Mike Tyson would talk to somebody like Lil Boosie.
I get what you're saying. And
Yeah. I'm like,
Okay.
you like man, like what kind of world do I live in?
no, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Uh,
So, and there's been many documentaries, films. There's actually Jamie Foxx at one point was supposed to play Mike Tyson,
I heard that.
but never sufficed. But not Netflix. Hulu has, is it a movie or a miniseries?
Series.
It's a series.
Miniseries about Mike Tyson's life. And Mike Tyson is not happy about it.
He is not happy about it. I get it. I understand. Why would you not include him?
It's just silly. But it's executives like it's a money grab. So they figure out a way to get rights somehow.
Does he have
But-
all of his?
Life rights? Don't
Right.
know. But
Probably-
he's
probably
also...
probably not.
He's also a public figure, and when you're being a public figure, the rules are somewhat different.
I don't know,
So
that's
they
kinda
can
weird.
make a film like they can't make a film about like your mama, and she's not involved, and so it's like surprise, she can sue, but
Yeah,
the
my
only
mama
the
probably
only
would
way I believe this is how it works. I could be wrong. It would be great to have a lawyer, but this is type of stuff. But I believe the only way he can sue, but public people can sue for almost anything. The only way they usually get successful about it has to show it was being done. They used their name and malice. There has been some sort of ill intent.
Well,
And the problem
I don't know about that. I think he had to sign over his life rights at some point in time. Probably.
and the fact that there's many films and documents been done. So
so
a studio
at some point in
may
time,
have his.
at some point in time he
He had to.
Yeah.
There's no way you can make a film of somebody who's still living, and them not be involved or them not going after you put it out.
I mean, it happens. Like,
I mean, they went
Hollywood
after,
has a way of
yeah,
making
but,
that happen.
Like, I mean, like since we're talking about Tyson, whatever, and going full circle with it, you remember The Hangover with the tattoo that Mike Tyson got,
Right.
Yeah.
That tattoo artist, because of the way he had his like contract set up with that, he only like licensed Mike Tyson to have the tattoo on his face.
License.
So like,
Wow.
it's a license for him to have the tattoo on his face and to appear in a film. Once they recreated or whatever, they were infringing on that license because they had to get it relicensed, and that's when that tattoo artist made like a boatload of money.
Now, I've heard something like that involved in necessarily photography, because it's like when the photographer takes your photo, they own that photo, so they can do whatever they want with it.
Right.
And you've heard like certain celebrities with
Nudes.
not necessarily news, but that as well. But they may like the picture may become like an iconic photo of their person, so that photographer may, licensing it out for certain projects, or an artist may license it out. They may use that image and make like a bunch of shirts, merchandise,
Right.
And
right.
that photographer sues because like, no, I own that image. Me like, no, that's me, but no. The image that you took was made by me. I technically own that image. And sometimes they win on those technicalities. It's weird. It could be
weird.
something.
It's
It could
just
be
like-
you,
Right.
but it is not
It's
yours.
got to be in the contract though. It's got to be expressly written a certain way Cause
But that's just like
if you
a
just
new
snap
artist.
If you snap a picture, I guess you go by like some certain basic copyright. But I mean, like you can't license somebody. If I took a picture of somebody out here on the street, I couldn't license that to like a brand to make money off of without giving that person money.
But if they're a public figure, the rules completely change.
Well, I still couldn't use it in the ad because like they would still have to get it, somehow. Like, because they would be involved. Like, I couldn't, like, run it. I couldn't run, like, Dial Soap couldn't run an ad against that picture. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Like, for commercial purposes. If it was just in a magazine or whatever or something like that, be like, oh, some op-ed piece, something like that in a newspaper. That's different than, like, commercial ad. Be like, if that's the case, you go out to the beach or whatever, you pick the finest woman or whatever, and now you got like a Calvin Klein ad.
Well, you can always blur their face out.
You like you Photoshop like Calvin Klein on the underwear. Then you got to wear the underwear. Yeah, go ahead.
Now, does it make you less inclined to watch it?
No, I'm watching it.
I'm not watching it.
I'm watching it
I don't watch it.
Now, VA, why are you watching?
because I want to see how it turns out. I mean, it might be good. You never know. Yeah, Mike Tyson wasn't a part of it, but I can't knock something that's good. Now it might be good.
So I'm kind of conflicted on it because in one aspect, I kind of would like to see it with his impact, with his kind of him being a part of it. But it's also like Dr. Dre was very much a part of Coming Out of Compton. Dr. Dre looked amazing in that movie, like
Right, but
all
the other people, how did they look, huh?
So it's like I almost think sometimes it's good to show a version of a person from maybe another viewpoint, not necessarily yours, because we tend to make ourselves look incredibly rosy when we're
just like the Tony Braxton movie. I like that movie though. The Tony Braxton.
I didn't see it.
You never seen? It's actually a good movie. It really is. Of course, y'all didn't see it because probably it was on Lifetime, and you know what I'm saying.
Then we definitely didn't watch it.
Y'all don't watch Lifetime, but it's okay. You know what I'm saying.
Didn't even see the commercial.
I just want to say
I ain't watched Lifetime since I was forced to watch Lifetime last time.
that's cool.
That's usually how it works
get
with
that,
us males.
but you know what I'm saying. Eventually, one day I'm gonna work for Lifetime, so that means y'all will have to start watching Lifetime movies if I direct them, right?
I mean, I watched the movie. I don't know if I necessarily have to watch.
So what? I start directing everything.
So I'll probably watch it on YouTube.
This guy right here. This guy right here.
I'll find a way.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna get y'all to watch Lifetime.
I mean, one of my friends.
Is it going?
She'll probably take me up on that offer, or take you up on that offer, and by vicariously, I'll be watching it too.
Y'all are gonna watch Lifetime.
I'll ask you and your friend about it.
No, I'm gonna get y'all to
give you
tune
the
in
clip
on the channel.
Yes, thank you in advance.
You see how they treat me?
Like, so is it going to be like a lifetime movie, or
It's gonna be a lifetime movie.
yeah? We need those cliff notes.
So here's what's gonna happen, right? So the woman, right? She's gonna be like, this great grand woman that's being held down by this man.
Oh my god!
And then he's gonna start hitting her.
No, that's a Tyler Perry movie.
And then somehow, like, she's going
there's
she's gonna overcome like that J-Lo movie enough. She's gonna learn how to fight.
That was a good movie though. Whatever. We can talk. Turn it over.
So and I didn't realize that Carson didn't know about this film. That there was another film that was made about a artist when this artist was alive. It was a Michael Jackson film.
Flex Washington.
Played Michael Jackson.
Who directed that?
Do we? Now you've asked the question.
Do we
now
really need to look that up?
I got to now.
We have to know
Like-
who directed that movie.
Do we have to know?
Yes, we do.
We didn't know up until this point.
That is like,
That's I mean, so that's not even Jeopardy knowledge.
you know, and the
I
thing
think
is,
Yes,
nobody
definitely.
learned from that movie because that movie was so horrible.
Alan Moy, shout out to you.
What else have they directed?
See, now I gotta look. Let me find out they directed like Oscar-winning films, which very
Say
possible.
what?
But hey, you gotta learn. Hey, you gotta learn.
I hope that was their first film.
Oh, let's see. Unconventional filmmaker.
Unconventional.
That's what it shows.
that's an interesting movie poster.
Empire Records. Do you remember that?
Oh, actually, Empire Records is actually a good film.
Yeah. What is this? New Waterford Girl. Never seen that.
Never seen that one.
Like that looks like one of those
Weirdsville.
it looks like very like art house film.
Say
Well,
nothing.
Then Michael Jackson
Exchange,
won Art House.
Jailbait.
What's that right there? With the shoes.
Empire
Oh,
Records.
yeah, that was a good one.
See that one I remember. I don't remember watching it, but I do remember hearing about it. Yeah.
It was very countercultural.
Yeah. And he's been out. He's been directing for a while. Screenwriter, all that.
But then again, you got to think too with the inputs. Like if he's working for a major studio, even a minor studio, the people that like got the money, those are the ones that are gonna, you know what I'm saying, like tell you, you know, what's going on.
Yeah, but something in you.
Because look at old boy that did that George Michael video. He did Aliens 3. Was it Sorkin? Yeah, Aaron Sorkin. He had a terrible experience with Alien 3. He didn't get to call the shots. That he was a young up and coming dude. They grabbed him because they wanted a name to, like, you know, attach to a film, like on a you know, behind the scene production side. And then they were like, hey, if he's young enough or whatever, we'll be able to manipulate him to do whatever we want him to do. So I mean, it happens. It happens to a lot of like good directors earlier in their life, but then it leaves a bad taste in their mouth, and they're like, never again.
Because sometimes if it's so
egregious,
you tend to
it's gonna go with you. It's gonna stick with you, and it's gonna hurt your chances, even though it's this person behind the scenes that, like, you know, money guy.
Right.
Yeah.
That really probably had aspirations to be something else.
But who is the money guy that had Flex play him?
Now I'm
it's
trying to
just
think how
confusing
popular.
to me. What year did it come out again?
2004. So it's been shot like 2003. They may have casted it maybe late 2002 maybe.
So when was 1-on-1 on?
So they were trying to
around that time though, wasn't it?
They were trying to get bang for buck kind of thing, right? So that they got
but I think he was good. He was pretty good at doing impressions of Michael, wasn't it?
They got a well enough to do actor, you know, with a little bit of a base to kind of push, and then that it can cross pollinate or whatever, put a little bit of money into it, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. Whoever did that makeup, they just completely ruined everything.
You didn't even look at the acting or nothing. I don't even remember it.
Me neither. I just looked at it and I was like, something's not right here. Like, why?
Did you look like a ghost?
Completely like a ghost.
Michael, the ghost.
But so now, would you all rather, if you had got asked to direct a film based on a living celebrity figure, would you rather have their input or
always
rather do it without?
Yeah.
Always.
You always go for the input. I mean, even the family, I respect.
Right.
Because, like, you don't want them at a premiere or at, like, you know, talking to the trades, like, you know, bad mouthing your film. That's not a good thing.
But at the same time, it's the people who also were around them.
Yeah.
You know, some celebrities, not all of them, they disregard their families and they go for the people who have been there with them through the whole ride. So you going to talk to their family might not be the same thing as you talking to the person who's been there with them the whole time.
Sometimes the problem with that, the general population, unless that artist is like literally put that out there, we don't know what is what.
That is true. That is
true. So when we hear the general public hears from the family, we just kind of internalize and go, well, I'm close with my family.
Yep.
Why wouldn't Prince be close to his family? So why would that be?
I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
Because his brother owed him $20 from 79.
Probably 20,000.
Hey,
like, I got this. Had a bunch of family members that got an idea.
So I want to make sure I get this straight. VA saying you wasn't with me shooting in the gym. That's what VA just said, right?
I'm not going to put words in somebody's mouth. I think you need to ask her.
You wasn't with me shooting in the gym, right?
What? What does that mean?
I'm talking about like the people riding with you.
Yeah, and sometimes that's not family.
Yeah, it's sometimes it's not family.
Yeah, so you gonna go with the people to shoot?
But when the
shoot,
when the shots run, family just show like to come back, don't they?
be like, oh, I remember you.
Oh, yep. Remember me well.
I'm like, oh, you was one of my favorite cousins.
Yep.
It's funny how that works.
Yeah.
You like my 12th cousin. I was like, we ain't even related. I just made that up.
Or cousins you ain't never seen before.
We just made that up.
Now, Karsten, would you, if you were directing the film, would you rather that have that person's input or?
Yeah, hell yeah, always, like always. And now, okay, the input is one thing. Now, creative control and all that other stuff, that's
okay. So
that's way different. That's something else. And I'm like, now we ain't doing all that. Like, we ain't gonna have the family in the director's chairs.
But that's how the family feels. Not all families who have been, but certain families are like.
But look at Will Smith with King Richard.
Yeah, but the daughters were involved.
Yeah, so I'm like that. That's how you that's a more optimum situation because they wanted to show their dad in a good light,
right?
And they wanted to tell a certain story, and everybody was on board with that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you got family members who,
because he got other kids who didn't care for that film.
And then
right.
Check this out. Hulu had that Wu-Tang like docu-series or whatever, and they had several members of the Wu-Tang Clan involved. You mean to tell me you can't reach out to Mike Tyson?
It all depends on also who did it, who put that together. Yeah, it's playing on Hulu, but who are the people who put it together? Hulu probably just bought it.
Yeah, that could be the case. But I'm saying,
that really could be the case.
What does that look like though? I mean, in this climate where Dave Chappelle, whatever, basically put Comedy Central on notice, and he's like, they hurt my feelings.
But Dave Chappelle has like a really good relationship with Netflix.
Yeah.
That they would kind of, okay.
Yeah, but Comedy Central was selling the rights away like left and right. You know what I'm saying? Like Netflix bought it and then renegotiated with Dave, made him happy. Whatever that means. Whatever that means.
I feel like his bank note was that means.
Sad.
Because I didn't think Dave Chappelle I think he has ownership, a bit of ownership of it now.
Good. No, that's great. That's great for him.
And I think they kind of
he just made the right move. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, he leveraged his power there.
Yeah,
now
everybody ain't doing that. Everybody.
Now, because I know I asked y'all which I'd rather have them involved, but I was thinking another kind of angle. So, like documentaries. So Kanye recently had a documentary,
right?
And I guess he wasn't necessarily involved in that.
Yeah, because I forgot the guy's name who did the footage, but it was all his footage.
So it probably wasn't under contract or whatever.
Right, because this was like before Kanye blew up.
Yeah, he's like just had somebody like following him around. He probably thought it was a cool thing. And like, so the dude's documenting all this stuff, like this celebrity, and then makes his documentary after the fact.
So that gets us kind of back to that whole, it's me, but I didn't shoot it. Another person shot it, so they have ownership of what you were doing at this time because they kind of almost have like somewhat of a copyright of, I don't even know if it's necessarily copyright, but they have you being necessarily recorded.
Right.
Just in your life. And it just so happens to, which I mean, struck gold on this, by the way.
Yeah, because of who Kanye is now.
And who would have thought that?
But if you just following around some regular person thinking they're going to be the next Kanye, good luck with that one.
Good luck with that.
But who thought Kanye they didn't think, I don't know. But the person probably didn't think that he was going to be.
Kanye thought Kanye.
I'm talking about the person who was filming though.
But he said he felt like there was something. But I mean, I just know he could imagine this. But
he thought he was going to probably be like, just a big rapper.
Or honestly, probably. I mean, back then, it's probably he may be one of the like elite producers.
Oh, he was already an elite producer.
Yeah, so he may be like the,
so he's already popped in this realm. I was like, he's starting to like kind of bubble a little bit over here.
Yeah, so that may have been where his mind stayed. I don't know, but Kanye wasn't necessarily involved in that, and he almost wanted them, I best, not to even release it.
Why you think it came out just now?
And apparently doing really well. Like it didn't. So I would think like with necessarily a reenactment or film of sorts,
Right.
I'm more inclined to be more okay to watch something without the person's involvement because it's not like a like straight up depiction. Like, when there's actors and scenes involved, we're not
Right.
going to get it completely right.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
it's a telling of a story of someone's life through another lens.
I mean, that get you sued though.
That
To a
depends on
point.
the intent. Like, I don't think Mike can sue and win.
Yeah, but I'm saying like if somebody made a life movie about your life. I'm pretty sure.
Now, me, yes, I'm suing their pants off.
Yeah, that's not good.
Because Lord knows what they're
yeah.
putting on there.
But if
Me,
you were a public figure,
No more britches.
yeah,
Suing them off.
like if they just like make a film of like my life in 2004, then yeah, I'm gonna have to sue. Like I don't need to be answering any of those questions.
My life.
But no, but
it'll come up though.
But yeah, now next question.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But
It's gonna come up.
But as far as like I'm using Kanye's situation, more of a documenting of this person's life. So it's a little bit more factual,
Right.
Or
Like
it will be looked at in that manner.
you can't fake footage to a certain extent when it's raw. That was all real footage. So you put the story together. You know what I'm saying?
Now, do you feel like that's more inclined for the person to? Now, me personally, like how much of a control freak Kanye would be, I probably wouldn't want him involved neither. But do you think it would be a better that he more should have had some say?
Not really, because
And not on a documentary. Right?
not really, because at the same time, it's all raw footage. So
And the story reveals itself too in a documentary.
right. So when you put it together, it's gonna reveal itself. And was Kanye upset? I don't know. Was he upset when that
I
came
mean, he
out?
was tweeting and stuff about it, so who knows? But it's Kanye. I'm just going to assume yes.
Kanye was tweeting.
I'm just going to assume.
I say just like he had cats at the Gap with trash bags.
That is crazy. Did you hear? Oh my God.
They really happened.
Yeah. So he said that he went into the Gap and he was upset because they had his clothes on hangers. And he wants to make sure people understand what it feels like to be homeless. So he had them put them in bags. So if you want Kanye clothes at the Gap, you have to go and dig through the bag to find your size and whatever outfit you want.
So
I'm not making this
so
up.
you're going to pay thousands of dollars.
But it's at the Gap. So how much of the clothes? I don't shop at the Gap, but I'm just saying, how much are those clothes?
I might know somebody that shop at Baby Gap. I never,
How much?
I never fell into.
They're
the
not
Gap.
that. I don't think whatever.
Y'all know.
I don't think the Gap sells $1,000 clothes though. Do they?
I don't know. I have no clue. I don't think so. But I mean, who knows?
Okay. So they're not thousand. Let's see, 154. That's a
Okay.
$34.99. I'm rather surprised at that. $54.99.
Okay.
So okay, these are
Reasonably priced Gap clothes.
That's why he got them in garbage bags.
I'm very reluctant to say that, but they're not they're not what I was thinking pricing wise. But I mean, to pay for the homeless experience, I don't know if there's a reasonable price for that.
Hell, man, we got the metaverse. Hell, why not?
I would rather pay for metaverse clothing than homeless clothing.
Do you understand that people are gonna go and they're gonna dig through those trash bags and they're gonna find their sizes and what they like and they're gonna buy
and
it?
I hope there's video and there should be a documentary on this and you should direct it.
Me?
Yes,
Hell no.
absolutely.
Nope.
And I will. Now
that is a waste of my time.
I will watch that on Lifetime.
Okay, I'll put it on Lifetime.
Hey, for $10 more, I'll throw dirt in your clothes. I'll give you the full experience. I'll throw dirt on your brand new clothes.
Was this Kanye approved dirt
for 20? No, I'm saying yo, I will contract out my services per, you know what I'm saying, per person.
per person? Okay, look, we got our limit. There's 5. We get to throw the dirt. Now give me my money. But good Lord, I lost my train of thought. I'm still somewhat shocked that Kanye has clothes at the Gap.
I thought you knew that.
No,
I really did.
No, and the whole homeless thing. Like I knew it exists. I just didn't know to that degree.
That's crazy.
All right. But to wrap things up, just wrap this up. So,
You sure you want to wrap it up? Because I could go on and on about this.
Like Erykah Badu.
Yeah, completely. Completely.
now, would you? Okay, so I'm just gonna. Would you like us? Because artists are very sensitive about their shit.
Sensitive.
So, like, would you want to do a film adaptation of a life of an artist? Who would it be?
Yeah, I could. It'd be Missy Elliott. Why would you ask me that question?
I just wanted you to say it. I assumed that, but just in case you'd have said someone
Always
else.
Missy Elliott. Now somebody might come along and do it before me. That's cool. But Missy Elliott gonna have probably about 3 or 4 movies about her then. Cause I'm doing one of them movies. You gonna have me and her rendition of it. Whoever else want to do it, whatever.
Surprisingly, she hasn't had anything out.
It ain't time yet.
That's a
It ain't time.
It's not time. I mean, what?
No, she's still doing music.
I mean, you can get from because there's so much story there just from now. You got her dealing with the dude from Devontae.
Yeah, The Basement.
You got that, the basement years. Then you've got her meteoric rise. Then you got her working with Timberland. Well, I mean, she worked with Timberland
Since
on
The
her
Basement.
projects. Yeah. Then you got them two getting
came up together.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
came up. Then you got them doing Aaliyah and that whole blow up.
Yeah, but still at the same time, she's not done as an artist. So why would you do it now when she's not done as an artist?
Why not do it now and show like the growth, and then you leave room for
Because as
something
far
else.
as like, especially like women artists, like she is very uniquely placed. Like there's no one that's kind of that has her lane,
well, unfortunately, a lot of people don't think about her,
and they don't.
She's
and
so unique.
that's why I think it should probably be done now. Because it's almost like an afterthought until somebody like. I remember someone when Lil Wayne said Missy's his favorite artist,
Right.
and they were like, "Wait, Missy?"
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, why would you say that?" I'm like, "Yo,"
And they just thought she was just
creatively-
and they think she was just boasting up a woman. He was just boasting up a woman, but no, it's like no, she's
No,
dope.
creatively.
No, she's dope. She's dope.
And like I mean, there ain't too many men that does all that she does.
I know.
So I think now would be good for her just to show like she's done things that men artists can't do.
Shout out to Lil Bow Wow.
Like she's no, no. You think like even as a like that's just weird that you would throw that out there.
What? Wait a minute. Hold on. Is there a story behind that?
no,
Just a shout out to Bow
I just
Wow.
wanted like he said men artists, and Lil Bow Wow was the first man artist to like come in my head. I was like,
That's
Okay.
Bow Wow out of all the male artists. Bow Wow is what came to your mind.
yeah.
Nobody else.
He's one of Jermaine Dupri's like greatest acts.
Greatest acts.
Jermaine.
So we're not counting the Brat. We're not counting.
I said one of them. One of them. I didn't say the.
Usher.
We're
Like,
not
that's-
right. We're not counting Usher.
Well,
we're not counting
Usher
the
don't count.
times with.
Usher was his own. Usher was his own thing. Usher was already on LaFace before doing anything with. He worked with Jermaine Dupri, but Jermaine.
But
was
you
just
always
another
kind of like connect those. You connect those two almost as much as you connect Bow Wow and Jermaine.
Yeah, but Jermaine actually was brought Bow Wow and developed him. Like that's Big Brother, even though like they treat him like little brother.
They treat who like little brother?
Little Bow Wow or Bow? Excuse me. Yeah, my bad.
You talking about Jermaine?
Freudian slip. Yeah. Said Little Bow Wow. It's Bow Wow now.
Oh, okay.
I think you got
Bow
calling
Wow.
that twice before you realized. So,
Yeah, that's funny.
so
Don't take me serious. I'm messing with y'all, man. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Talk about Missy Elliott.
I just want to see how far you were gonna take it.
Hey, I was like,
That's exactly what I was doing too.
I was like, I don't know why I put up with this silly shit. Like, for real. This is
pretty.
I'm like, let's see how far. I'm like, let me stop. Let me turn this car around.
I'm just saying. I wanted to know the things that come out of your mouth that form in your head. I just want to know where you take them. Because you say something.
I'm not going to stop you from driving.
Right. And then I just want to know. I want to know where you're going with it. Because eventually you're going to make a point. And I just want to know where you're going with it.
Yeah, sometimes. But this time I was being completely facetious.
But now there's artists that you could direct an adaptation of their life. Who would it be?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yes. A living artist.
A living art. Oh, man. Living artists be kind of hard. Maybe like go back to the roots or whatever, music and all that stuff. It'd be like old boy from Goody Mob.
CeeLo?
Yeah. I like CeeLo Green a lot because I think he has like so much depth to him as a person that a lot of people don't see.
Yeah.
And then after that, it'd be probably like 3 Stacks.
I would go more for 3 Stacks, but I can see CeeLo.
Yeah, but CeeLo, like nobody sees that coming.
Yeah,
right.
Most cases, but I mean, he's such like an eclectic person, and then you could even just make it just on the Niles Barkley stuff.
Yeah,
because like that's so different than
that came out of nowhere, and then it
It was good. It was good.
I mean, I think maybe sales wise and everything, Niles Barkley probably done better for him than Goody Mob. I almost feel like he was almost holding back on Goody Mob.
I don't think he was holding back. I just think like you got to.
Or hold back may be a wrong.
You got to share the spotlight. You got to share the spotlight
right.
with a lot
so
of
you
people.
you let like maybe like a slither of your talent go completely off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm going with the complete layup on this one. So I would say a Stevie Wonder.
Okay. I think you said alive.
That's what I said. He's alive.
He's still alive.
Oh, my bad.
On that note, we're gonna go ahead and end it.
Man.
See, we was going good. I don't know what happened.
Man, my bad. My bad. Cover that. No.
Well,
Stevie Wonder is not gonna promote this show.
I'm sorry. I should have hit up Google.
He ain't gonna get us no sponsorships.
To all the living artists that are listening.
Oh, I'm sorry. No. Hold on.
Cut it off.
Hold up.
Thank you all for listening.
Cut the show off.
Cut it
That's
off.
a wrap.
That's a wrap. What the?
Oh my God.
What?
Oh man.
What?
You just saw the word come out. You didn't go. Let me grab that bag. It's just
Nah. That shit was going. That shit was out of here. And I mean, I was like, oh
God.
Oh, sponsorship, huh? Let me just drop kick that.
Burn that shit.
You burn the boats. When you leave the ship, you burn the boats.
Oh, look at that. Oh, here we can stop that one. What was the other? Did you have an?
I just gave you.
Yeah,
one.
you did. I thought you had another one. What the hell? Got that down.